I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see my face? Can you see what the hydrogen sulfate did to my face? It's like the invisible gas. It almost like burned it. I mean, it probably could have been a lot worse, but be careful out there, guys. Killer fish tanks. Alright, guys. We're going to do it. Today is the day that I've been dreading, but we're going to break down my oldest tank. So, I'm not going to show you guys. It's going to be our 40-gallon breeder. It's kind of worked as a community tank, as a catch-all, but it's been neglected. I've been pulling plants out, kind of tossing fish in. This guy right here. And I just am not happy with it anymore. With valid reasons that, I just haven't been keeping it up. I've got some community fish in there. Got a couple female bettas. Got some CPDs. Still some guppy fry that I need to get out and get into the guppy tank. A couple autos. Got some blue neons. There should still be a clown pleco somewhere in there, but we'll find out. So what I'm going to do is take out all the fish, take out all the plants, take out all the hardscape, clean the filter, drain out all the water, finally get rid of this duckweed once and for all, and then slowly start scooping out the substrate and tossing it out. So the substrate is from the Wallstad method. It was my original actual planted tank. It's got the soil at the bottom mixed with some clay and some maybe some gravel, like pea gravel type of stuff, and then it's just developed a layer of these dead plants on top of it, which is like that beige stuff that you see, little spines, little pricklies, and I definitely don't like how it looks. But this tank has been doing fine. It's the one that I maintained the least. As you can see, the water level has dropped significantly. It was time to do a water change, but we're just gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down, use some of the wood pieces that I just got. I was really debating if I wanted to just make this a big pleco grow out / breeder tank, but I think I'm gonna do that with my other tank because it's a little bit more shallower and I think that will work better. So we're just gonna slowly break this down, and hopefully we can salvage some things and turn this into a tank that I like and I enjoy. So I guess without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, in hindsight, I probably should have taken out the fish first because I can't see anything. So I'm going to let that settle and then we'll scoop out the fish once it clears up. Everything's out, as you can see. It doesn't smell great in there. So I'm just going to use a Tupperware lid to kind of help me scoop. If you have like a small dustpan, that would be a lot better. And I don't think I have one down here. And then I've got my garbage can. I'm just gonna scoop it all straight into the garbage. Garbage day is tomorrow, so it's just gonna go out. So we'll do that, get everything out, hose it down, suck out the water some more, and rinse and repeat. So we're just gonna do this a few times until it's all out and it's nice and clean, all right? Tank's all clean. It was so much of a pain to clean it out. All that wet dirt, clay, pebbles. It was incredibly heavy, so I had to just dump out the garbage. I had a plan to make this another planet tank, right? So I bought a big bag of organic potting soil. I was just gonna lay down a foundation and then cover it with some sand and gravel, but after cleaning that out, I never want to do that again. So I think we are just gonna go ahead and make this the new super red pleco breeding setup slash grow out. So I think I'm gonna do a thin layer of gravel at the bottom. I had an idea that I might want to have a second level, so I might use egg crate to kind of do a base and lay down a piece of black corrugated plastic on top of it, so I can lay some more caves on top. I think that's what we're gonna do. Let me see what kind of materials I have and get started, but we're gonna go with that plan and transfer all the plecos into this grow out. All right, so let's continue. All right, so as you can see, super cloudy. Just got it set up. Did the double decker right there. It might be too high. I might lower it a little notch. But we'll see what it looks like when the fish are in there. So this was my heater. I don't even remember what brand it was, but it's probably due for a swap out. Higer was kind enough to send me one of their heaters. Now it's an intelligent heater, so it's gonna be come with a controller that will display the temperature on it, like so. So I'm a big fan of these heaters that I can just adjust it from outside of the tank, and it looks really nice. So it's got a all right. So it actually comes with a little mounting plastic piece, if you guys can see it. And it's gonna go right there. I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna put it. But we've also got suction cups. So I just cleaned the walls of my tank, so this should be pretty easy. And these suction cups are super, I don't know if you guys can see, they've got like texture outside. I feel like they're super durable. Let's go ahead and get this set up and pop this in. This is going to be the last piece that I need. I'm just going to let the filter run. Let all that cloudiness get sucked up. And I wonder, it came with an extra suction cup. I feel like I can use it on the outside. Nope, just kidding. So this is strictly for a nail or a screw, but it does work as a holder, so that's kind of cool. That's actually really cool. So you can just take this guy, mount it to the wall, and then just plop in the controller there. So let's put the heater where we want it, which is going to be right by the outflow. I'll have it in the corner. Let's plug this bad boy in. Alright. So, you can see, it shows the current temp and the set temp. Current temp is 72, which is pretty good. Let's change the set temp. So already I've got a green light, which means the current temp has already reached my set temp. So we're going to bump it up to 76. And now we've got a red light telling me to heat. And it should heat until the current temp hits the mark, and then it'll turn green. So that's actually really nice. This feels super durable and heavy duty. I really like this. I almost wish that, I'm going to see if I can find a suction cup where I can cup it right here to the side. But the tank's good, tank's running, it's full. I think just gonna let the filter do its thing, let the water settle. I've already got dechlorinator in there, and kind of just even out everything how I want it to be. And we should be good to go, guys. Alright guys, it's been a few days. I just did a water change on this guy. I snipped the bottoms of the egg crate because it was too high, so I lowered it down a bit, and then I tossed in some plants that were originally in this tank when it was a planted tank. I don't know how well they're gonna do, but I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna give it a little bit. I do want this to clear up. I might toss a polisher on here, but it is a little foggy still. I'm not gonna put in any plecos today, I don't think, but probably tomorrow. I think that's the plan, because my super reds they're on more eggs, so I definitely need more space. So we're gonna do that. My face is, you guys can probably make it out, it's still pretty rashy. So yeah, I'm definitely not, I'm very deterred from doing a dirty tank again. Unfortunately, if I do, I'm definitely gonna have to break it down and rescape it, you know, probably within 2 years, because that 4-year mark, it was devastating. So I mean, luckily it wasn't any worse, but that was bad enough to keep me away from that. But I think that's where we're gonna end it. I know it's been a while since I posted. I've been doing a lot of stuff, but here you have it. You guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. What had happened was, as I was scooping out that really broken down soil, it started to smell like the sewage smell, and automatically, you know, just sulfate came to mind. And I just kept scooping it out, not thinking anything of it. It just smelled really bad. But then probably took me a good couple hours to finish breaking this guy down. But after I was finished, I noticed my lips started turning red, and they felt like they were really chapped. So, you know, I applied some chapstick, and I didn't think anything of it. Next morning I wake up, my face is just red. It looks like, you know, just hives, rashes. It's got elevations, like little like bumps, almost like lesions. You guys can kind of see the aftermath. It's been, you know, over 48 hours and it still looks like this. So if you can imagine, that first day was pretty bad. And then I started Googling it, you know, hydrogen sulfate, skin irritation. There there was nothing I could find, which was surprising because I know people run dirted tanks and, you know, you got to break them down. Only thing about it was, you know, deep sand beds with dirted tanks, having hydrogen sulfate bubbles that release, and, you know, we see that from time to time, but, you know, nothing as intense as what happened to me. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's out there. I don't know if anybody's talked about it or, you know, made any videos. I didn't search YouTube. I just went to the good old Google, found some thread forums, just nothing with any human side effects to it. But just wanted to make you guys aware. And that is that. I mean, looks like it's getting better. I'm hoping by this weekend, you know, it will be. So fingers crossed. I might still look like this in the next video, but hopefully not, and we'll see.